Hey guys, don't know if anybody's here or not. I'm just a minute or two early. Um, trying to get my laptop set up as usual. You know how that goes.
Top set
Oh, there we
up
go.
as usual. You know how that goes. Top set.
Mute. There we go. Good. Looking good. Okay. All right. Laptop is working sort of for now. And all right, guys. Well, here it is. Here's the shop. So we're going to kind of sit down today here and figure out I don't know what's gonna go where. So the shop's probably gonna have to go where it's at, and I'm rolling the table, so uh, you'll have to have to pardon the weird rolly background, but that's kind of what's going on right now, and yeah, I'm reading some comments. Working on the farm. Cool. All right. Glad to see other guys are working on the model farms today. So here's the shop, guys. As it stands right now, the corn header looks amazing. Thank you. So yeah, I just actually just pulled it off the paint booth. So I've got some touch up to do on it, but yeah, it looks pretty good. I was gonna grab a combine and try it out, but both of my Case IH combines are kind of inaccessible at the second. But we'll figure something out. We'll get it on something here before this whole thing ends for the day. That's for sure. Just so we can take a look at it, see what it's gonna look like. Gonna fiddle with the 80-20. Nice. What's going on, Bo? Yeah, hey Randy, thanks. Hope you had a good holiday too. We did. We're good. Waiting on $700 worth of packages. I hear you. Yep, I hear you. It's that time of year, I guess. Nice, 1568. Nice. Oh, I'll have to go back and read that chat about the prestige. I'm sure I'll get a kick out of that. Yes. Merry late Christmas to you, Isaac. Hope you did. Hope you had a nice holiday. So I'm going to do a little rearranging here, real quick, so I can get my laptop where I want it, and so I can sit where I want. I thought I kind of had it where I wanted it, then we got started here, and I realized I couldn't see the chat worth a darn. Okay, there we go. Looking good now. Okay. Me and Dave Holman are stealing your bank account. Well, it's got to go somewhere, right? So it's going to a good home with me and Dave. We're both pretty good guys. About 1 million tractors. Nice. Might do some eBay buys tonight. I've been hunting for a couple items on eBay. Don't think I'm in the buying mood, but I've been doing some hunting. So I gotta obviously fix a little bit of this display or this shed. It's a miracle it made it this far, if we're honest, because so it came from Pierce Johnson, who lives in central Wisconsin. I met him in southern Wisconsin at the Janesville show where he dropped it off to me. Then this rode on top of all of our stuff that we brought home from Janesville, 4-hour drive, 250 miles roughly, somehow made it in one piece for the most part. I've got to fix a rafter here. You guys can see, which I'm going to do that right now. I fixed another rafter over there. There's, it's and this is a big shed, so it's, I don't know, it's been quirky. Dealing with it. So that goes there. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can't get this put down in place where it needs to be here. Something like that for now. It's a miracle that this is all the trouble. I've got a couple other rafters that could maybe use a drop of reinforcement glue, but the fact that this is all that's actually broke is a miracle. So what I want to do, whoops, I didn't want to do that, I'll tell you that much. today is kind of figure out the placement of some stuff, and I thought, heck, you guys could help me with that. Get some opinions. Okay, if that's not stuck to me, that's going to stay. All right, look at that. I'm going to just put a little tack of glue here. All of these seams tried to pull apart on me is what happened. Like I said, it is a small miracle that this thing made it this far and as good a shape as it is. So that's just the way it goes. Okay, get my glue capped. I don't need to put accelerator on that. We'll just let it do its natural thing today. All right. Landau 2410 disc ripper. I've wanted one for a long time. Me too. Me too. Let me know if you get one drawn up there and are interested in selling it or the design, the file or something like that. Just let me know. So we've got a bunch of tanks and bins and things of that nature that have got to go on this display. Got a 3D pin. Nice. I think it does too, Kyle. I think it does too. I'm game there, Connor, with the file trading. Been known to do that in the past, so all right, let's see. So just so you kind of see what we're dealing with here. We got to figure out where to put this stuff on the display. Now, possibly the logical place is this pad over here, and then I build a containment structure around. Now we're talking for some of like these type things. I'd planned to have a bunch of these ready to go, and we were kind of going to experiment with those, but I sold some because we're having a sale this weekend, by the way, guys, over on the website fortheloveoftractors.com if you didn't know. And so anyway, but I sold a bunch of those, so I didn't want to get them out and put them there ready to go out to the guy that bought them. So if Earl did a Prestige implement line, it would be a hit, but we figured if Earl did a tractor with a loader, they would sell hot off the shelf just so people could rob the loader. Yeah, I think so. I don't know, Earl is just always iffy on their implements. Like they'll come out with some. Like we got that new baler this year. We got a John Deere VT tool. We got that big disc ripper not long ago. And then they won't do any for years. It's weird. I don't know. Like I said, they'll do some, and then all of a sudden you'll never hear of Earl doing implements for a long time. They're odd, but I don't know. Yeah, Jack. So this would be for fertilizer, liquid. Also, you could use those for things like herbicide, things of that nature. And then seed, dry fertilizer, et cetera, et cetera. That's why you're going to have bins like that. $10% off this week, I think, right? I think that's right. It's just automatic. Just go to the website. Do it. It's until tonight at midnight, 11:59, I think, actually. So, yeah. And then, so obviously the sort of Dogtown Ag portion. So this is Dogtown Ag, and then over there is Dogtown Farms, and they're going to kind of connect. You'll see that in the future here. So I want to draw up. Not necessarily some of these big 2 carts, but I definitely want to draw up some single tank anhydrous buggies, because every sort of anhydrous seed ag dealer, whatever you call them, they've got anhydrous tanks in the yard, and so I want to get some of those just for kind of realistic looking, and I think that'd be pretty cool. Bo, good question. I don't know if I'll run the puck equipment or not, because that is, that's like manure injecting is what a lot of that is. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'll probably get those just to see what they are, but yeah, I don't know. 11:59 here in God's country, Central Time. That's what time. Hey Earl, picked up another. Oh, packed in another. Oh, interesting. Okay. Victoria Bierman gonna need to go soon. Ah, well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, that's cool that you got a new printer there. I'm kind of excited to see what you do with that. So, yeah, I don't know. So, for the first thing I want to do with these bins, I'm not going to permanently set these down yet. I want to fill in these seams with some glazing putty so that they're nice and smooth. Now, that means I'll probably have to come up with a new freezing decal, but and then I'll have to kind of get my ladders off here. But that's all doable. Not the end of the world. But yeah, I want these nice and smooth, and then I don't know. I need to hit them with a different white. I think I used almond color paint when I painted these the first time, and I did these years ago. Um, yeah, so maybe we'll see. But that's kind of my thinking right now, anyway. Is I want to fill these with glazing putty so that I don't have those seams right there. That kind of bothers me a little bit. And if we're gonna go to this extent to have this nice shop and all these custom tractors on here and all that stuff, it's just gonna be a thing. Oh, Larry, I did, and it looks great. It looks real good. Gonna start building the display this week. That's what I like to hear. Okay, had to get a drink. Sorry. So maybe we do. Oh well, that's gonna block the door. Well, I mean, it could be a side door, I guess. It is a side door. I gotta fix that awning down there too, in case you guys haven't seen that yet. And I love how I inconsistently placed my ladder and decal. There. Then we can do like another freezing bin there. I think that looks pretty sharp, actually. Fits up against the building nice there. Well, I can't put that one there because we do have a door there. Shoot. Well, we could do two there. You could always do. What is the point of that door? It goes under the parts storage. I mean, I get it, but all right. We could always do something like that. Although I don't like that nearly as much as I do the other way. Next project is a John Deere dealer. Nice. Hey, Everett. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that MTS will look great on a scraper. That'll be ideal for that. Yeah, I thought about customer parking, although I thought about making customer parking in kind of in front of the building there. Just put like a little gravel pad there. But yeah, I guess okay, lawnmower door. I could see that. That makes some sense for sure. Yeah, we're kind of building a fertilizer plant. That's the idea here, anyway. Now, there's this weird area back on the other side. It's kind of no man's land back there, so that's also a place where these bins can go. Because of the way this shop was built, the main office you can see is like an L from the shop, and so I don't know that the another option is those bins back on the back side there too. Now I'm gonna build. Excuse me. I'm already in the process of building an auger system to run under these. Um, that way, when you want to unload one, you want to unload one, you've got an auger coming under those. But so now we got to figure out where to put them. I think burnout marks are definitely going to be a thing. Well, somewhere on this. I mean, we got those race challengers back there for a reason. Yeah, I hate that it got canceled too. I understand it, but it just kind of stinks. Kind of cramped our style a little bit there. I have a new goal in the hobby. I'm curious to hear what that is. I hope it's got something to do with just designing for me full time. All right, let's I don't know. What do you say we get some stuff on in the shed here a little bit? Might be kind of fun. So I'm gonna move you guys. And you're gonna look over towards the farm portion of Dogtown now. So we've got all this area. So somewhere here is gonna have to be fuel, but the trick is, and I'm thinking the fuel is gonna kind of go up in this area where this bin is, maybe, because we've got two big overhead doors here. So this is kind of big enough for a decent sized combine. You're not gonna fit like a 16-row head through there or anything, but pretty much anything of size can fit through there as far as four-wheel drives go. Of course, all my four-wheel drives are over there right now. Let's see. Let's just. This is the beauty of having things that roll. See if I can grab some stuff here. Now, there's not going to be probably a whole ton of I don't know, let's call it harvest equipment or whatever in here, but because obviously being a fertilizer dealership, that's really not necessary. Let's just do this. We need a semi of some sort here. And this guy, he's got to go in there because that's where his home's going to be. Probably could put a sprayer in here. And let's grab this old Prestige combine real quick. Now, I say old, like it's old. It's not, but... okay. Just kind of going to grab some stuff that we know is going to end up on this thing. Here down the road. Yeah, it's good enough now, probably. I'll always grab a little bit more in the not too distant future. Oh, interesting. Yeah, what just fell? Oh. Well, dang. Those wheels are. Oops, I'm stuck. Those wheels are chintzy on those trucks. Got a little repair to do now. Wow, that's weird that must have hit right on that, I'd say. Oh, got glue right here. Let's fix it. All right. Okay. That'll stick. We're in business. There it goes. So this guy got decal. This is one of the early Dogtown decals I did. I've got some updated ones that look way better. So I'm kind of excited to get some of those out and about, but all right. Oh, need saddle tanks for the Magnum. Well, give me a second. I'll show you what's going on there. Just happen to have some here. I can get them peeled off. So I've got some new parts. Not up on the website yet because I got to do a little tweaking to them. But well, some of them are. I take that back. Oh, well, darn it, just lost that. Tiny parts. just set that there. Go hydraulic press. That's up on the site. Okay. So, saddle tanks, you say. Got some side quest tanks that are gonna go on there. That's the plan, anyway. So I've got to modify this just a little bit to make those work, but it's doable. Here's my bracket. So it's gonna fit up. I don't know. I gotta, actually, I gotta look and see if that bracket goes to the front, if the tie downs go to the front or the back on the side quest tanks. I don't remember off the top of my head. But here's the mounting plate. So that mounts up in there roughly like so. And then we can mount those tanks up in there. So that's the plan. That's been the plan since about the second I got that thing, is to make the coolest side tank kit I can for it. So, hey, Tony. Have you figured out how much it costs to heat the shop? It's expensive. That's a big shop to heat there. It's got in-floor heating, so we do know that. That helps. Okay, sounds good, Tony. I'll try my best. That'd be great. We should definitely chat. Okay. Well, so I've got my doors set out here because those just kind of slide into place. Now, so these doors here, what's great about them is they will fit a semi-truck. Perfect. So, we can run this guy. Let's see. Do we want him on that? Yeah, he's okay. So we can run a semi-truck through here, kind of with a little bit of maneuvering. Can fit several if we need to sort of just park them, for the winter or for the weekend or whatever. We can do that. So they fit nice in there. I'm going to go ahead and grab another Pete down here. He's dusty. Woo. So here's one of the big spray tender trailers that I've done up. I need to redo that now that I have a little bit better pro boxes and things of that nature. But see, I don't know if you guys can see that because we've got to turn. That will, yeah, you can see it. That will just fit through the door just right. Now, probably what we would do if this were our farm is we'd back those in there. We kind of back all of our trucks in. That way the front's facing front. But this being a shop and not just a storage shed, that's probably kind of unnecessary, really. It's going to be heated for one, so, cold start's not necessarily a concern and all that sort of thing. And like I said, there's room for another in there too, if we need it. Hey, Jeremiah, my Christmas was good. Hey, Earl, I have worked on the 2140 just a little bit. Did some tinkering with it anyway. I think it's looking pretty good. I'll try to get you some pictures of that this week at some point, if everything works out. I gotta figure out decals for that thing. So here's my big anhydrous rig. Now, these could probably go inside or stay outside, either one. Around here, most of them stay outside. As far as the fertilizer dealerships are concerned, they just kind of sit them out in the yard somewhere. So I don't know, that may be the thing to do there. I don't know, we'll see. I'd like to get another one of those big blue jets from Matt Cassidy. That's a Circle C kit. They are super pricey though, so that may not happen. I may just have to go with one. Jeremiah, I got the shop from a buddy of mine, Pierce Johnson. It was a shop on his Willowbrook Farms, and anyway, he's moving on to a little bit different phase of his farm toy build. He's kind of redoing some things, so he got rid of the shop, obviously, and now we're gonna have it here. Okay, let's just see here. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're not gonna set this stuff by the door there. This is just kind of temporary. So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to show you guys, what'll fit through here. So we've got a nice, this is a pretty good 4-wheel drive tractor door, I think. Everything kind of fits through there really well, so we can maybe just move this guy towards the back. Same thing with our big green one here. So we probably will run, so the Dogtown Ag portion, so this portion, will probably run some row crop tractors, just because, some, custom work and things like that. So rather than have the big 30-inch tracks or 36-inch tracks, we'll probably run the row crop tracks. So there's that. I kind of want to fix the ride height on both of those, but, I don't know. We'll see if I get around to that or not. Of course, the sprayers will fit through either door, the big door, or the little door. So for now, let's do that. So here we got a combine on hand. So let's, just for fun, let's just see what this. I've got to kind of make a different adapter plate, I think. That's the tricky part. Everybody, wants custom headers for their equipment, but the tricky part is getting them to fit, because every combine Ertl makes has a slightly different feeder house on it. So it just makes things difficult. I mean, I'll always take a Viper. This is a Capella. This is a Capella head, is what that's based off of. So yeah, so we're gonna run Capellas, probably, at least at least for now. I do have Geringhoff heads, which you guys have seen before. I did these several years ago, but I know since some other guys have done Geringhoff heads. So I decided that I didn't want to copy anybody, or I didn't want to do something other people were doing. So I just decided I wasn't going to do the Geringhoff heads. So we've moved to Capella heads. My design ability's gotten better since then. So the Capellas look good. I gotta fix this real quick. I do have a Drago head. That was done by Brad McPherson. So there's my Drago head. I've got to fix this snout on it though. I goofed it up. These just pop on and off for easy painting. Yeah, it's nice. It's a good looking header. There we go. So you may see it, every once in a while on the farm too. It's a nice little 12 row there. But yeah, so the main farm, Dogtown Farms, it will run 16 row Capella heads that fold, and then just about that 8 row out, just because I thought it was cool. When competing at a show, is there a bias towards larger farms and being judged? Absolutely not. No. In fact, I don't think so. I'm trying to think of when the last time I saw a large farm win. It'd probably be St. Louis, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But yeah, no, absolutely not. I don't know. It's hard to tell what the judges are looking for at any particular time because every year they usually have different judges. So, but no, I mean, they're looking for detail. They're looking for accuracy. They want your story to be nice and kind of well thought out of, I guess. And they just want to see you put the work in on your display. That's basically what it comes down to. Jason, you need to get an old gooseneck with a 1,000-gallon tank on it for Dogtown Ag. Makes it like the old trailer. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I'd like to have something like that. I've kind of wanted to do an old water truck out of maybe a C65 or something like that. And then, yeah, gooseneck would be super cool to do something like that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Bo beat some of the big farms at National this year, and yeah, I mean, it came down to his story, his details, um, all that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it does not take a big farm to win. Yeah, Garrett knows 100% what I'm talking about. No, you guys, but that was a really cool display, and the fact that um, gosh, you guys put all those stocks in like pretty much there. Holy crap, what a chore. Yeah, so that was probably the last time. I was trying to think if somebody won since you guys there. I was almost thinking maybe, but I don't know. Um, it seems like somebody maybe just had a fancy shop that won. I can't remember who off the top of my head. It's terrible. Maybe Nick McRell? I don't know. All right, so Combine fits nicely in there. Let's see. I don't really need a grain cart in here, but let's do it just to have it. Have one in here, huh? Just to fill up the shed a little bit and make it look kind of cool for tonight. I don't know if you can see this or not. There's my parts loft over there. It's the center is sagging a little bit. I gotta fix that. So that's on the list of things to do this evening. Yeah, Christian Oyster always did really nice small farms. You're right. Big displays are hard to pull off well in a contest setting, in my opinion. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. They're difficult to do right. Let's see this guy. He can come in here. This fits in there somehow. All snazzy like. Like so. There we go. We got a door. So I got, by the way, I was going to show you guys this. Oh, I was going to, and then apparently I broke off part of it. So I've got hydraulic presses. But dang it, that one's broke. That stinks. Here we go, we'll find one. Maybe. There we go, that's what they're supposed to look like. I'm supposed to have a bottle jack up in there. Anyway, those are up on the website. I promise I'll send you one that's not broke. I guess the broken one gets to go on my display. That's going to go up under, kind of up under here where we're going to work on things. We'll get the shop outfitted here pretty soon. I also did a new heavy-duty two-post lift because I had some of you guys ask me if I would versus the kind of standard car lift that I normally have. You guys have seen it. If not, let me see if I can grab one before you're here real quick. Oh, no, I can't. That's okay. Oh, yes, I can. It's just not painted. And it doesn't have the arms on it. So here's my standard one. Of course, it has arms that glue on there in whatever position you want them to. But, I had guys ask if I could do a heavy-duty one. So I went hunting. And I can't remember the company this was. Similar to Matco or something like that. But it's not Matco. But anyway, I decided we'd do a heavy-duty lift for everybody. Okay. So, if you got like an HD truck, you can do that. So that's got to go in the shop in there somewhere. So Jeremiah, dirt is dirt. I just use dirt. You sift it down real fine, and then just glue it down. And then gravel is Woodland Scenics gravel, which is, I use railroad ballast. I use either medium or fine depending on what I'm doing, for sure. So, like for a shop, so this area will probably get a medium ballast. It's a little thicker. You know, it's like what we'd use when you're going to have tractors as your main traffic and things like that. Now, like my gravel roads on my display are the fine ballast. So, here is another thing we came up with. It's another shelf and it's got a bench grinder on it. I did not do the design on that, so I don't want to take credit for that. But we've got a few of those I printed up, and we'll sell a few of those too. They turned out really great. So glue to lay down gravel or dirt, just use white glue, Elmer's glue, school glue, whatever you call it. Just use that stuff, brush it down real good, and then sprinkle right over the top of it. Another option is Arizona Mineral Company for real gravel. Okay, there you go. I do have a video on that, by the way. Yeah. And I'm going to do a few more because we've got a little work to do here, so I might as well do videos on that so you guys can see that. And, that sort of thing. I've got more videos coming on display building stuff soon, and then I'm also, I've got some tutorials on some tractor building stuff that you guys have been asking for, so we'll do that as well. So, gonna put the Magnum here in the shed, and let's see. Yeah, he can just go in here like that. I'm gonna get some of this stuff kind of moved off to the side, just for a little bit. Oh, I also did a shop air compressor. Got to do some detail painting on that, but that turned out awesome. Stand-up compressor. And then I'll be darned if I didn't do that. I found out Jeremy Richards did one like 2 days earlier, so we should have coordinated on that, but it's okay. Here's a creeper as well for your shop. Kind of neat. Super thin, super tiny, but it's neat. And I'm trying to get all this stuff somewhere safe for right now. How many employees? Good question. We're working on that. We'll get that figured out here before too long. Once they figure out exactly what we're going to run and all that sort of thing. But yeah, that's a good call. We do need to figure that out. Okay. Apparently that door goes here. Every one of these doors has its spot where it fits perfect. That one goes there. Where the heck? Oh, that one goes on the end. That means this guy goes down here. Like that. Here's the big overhead. I need to kind of make these fold up, huh? That'd be a detail that really kind of needs to happen if this is going to be a nice detailed shop. Fit that in there like so. He doesn't want to fit. That door's a little crooked. That's one of those rafters I fixed. Okay, he can go down here for now. Okay, I'm going to put these headers. Well, let's put this Capella back in here. Everything else can go down on the shelf. All right. That's got to figure out where that's going to go inside yet. But we need to get this outside layout figured out. So that's our main goal for now. Handy dandy pencil. All right. feel like there are geese that have landed in our backyard or something. I hear geese like crazy. They could be flying over, I guess. You hear that? Yeah, we're being invaded by geese right now. It's crazy. Oh, they're flying. Okay. Well, they're probably heading south because, well, they might be the ones that live out here at the lake, but looks like winter's coming. Yeah, Tim Holker does have roll-up doors. I thought of that as soon as I mentioned that. I don't know if he'd have the sizes I need, but you never know. Make sheds out of cardboard boxes. Hey, you got to make them out of what you got. There's nothing wrong with that. If Lafayette happens, it's going to be packed this year. Everybody's going to be there because all the other shows are canceled. So yeah, that's the if Lafayette happens, it'll be nuts. I guarantee it. It'll be a madhouse there, which is a good thing for guys like me that are selling. Is it snowing? It is not snowing where we are yet. Tuesday looks like our first snow of the year. So that's I think it's supposed to get cold tonight. It was nice today. It was like 50 something, but it's supposed to get down into the 30s. And I think the high for tomorrow is like 30. So it's going to be stupid tomorrow. But whatever. That's what we get for living where our face hurts when it's cold. Cardstock for your buildings. That's a good idea. Yeah. Kyle's back. Yeah, I noticed you guys were right on top of each other in the display contest. So yeah, it was super tight. But that was the first year at that hotel, and so I have a feeling this year will be a little smoother, a little more bugs worked out as far as that stuff goes. So we'll see. But yeah, it'll be a great show. I'm excited. I think that show's gonna be great. Do you make saddle tanks? Well, I made those saddle tanks anyway. I've got several varieties of saddle tanks over on my website right now. Oh, now that I think about it, those Dimcos may not be on my website right now. Because I just finished them. Just cleaned some anvils. Nice. Bo, good question. I mean, you could definitely take a display over there, but I mean, if you can go, just go. I mean, worst case scenario, you'll have fun. It's a really nice show. Lots of variety, lots of different type of vendors than say kind of our neck of the woods where we're used to going to shows. And I don't know, everybody just seems to have a good time over there. Oh, I'm getting some notifications. There we go. Yeah, you get to see Kyle. Lafayette, Indiana is where Lafayette is at. That's the Lafayette show. Yeah, you can make pretty good looking barns with popsicle sticks. You're right. You definitely can. All right, so one of the decisions I've got to make here, I don't want to just make this all gravel. Like, I think that's going to look silly. It's going to look lazy. I think. I mean, what do you guys think? I think that's just going to be kind of lazy if I do that. But with that said, there's got to be a lot of gravel here. But what I'm kind of kicking around, so these two doors are really close together. Whoops. So maybe, and maybe I just do a concrete pad out here. I don't know. But I feel like you've got this big shop. Excuse me. Boy, I drank a root beer before I started, and now I'm got root beer-itis. I don't know. Anyway, so I don't think you're going to work on anything outside, right? Like, you've got this big shop. It's not like our little shop at the real farm where you're out on the concrete pad or on the gravel working all the time because the shop's not that big. But at the same time, I also feel like There might be power washing equipment out here or something along those lines. Unless we do a power washing bay inside, which is possible, of course. So I'm kind of kicking around. I'm just going to lightly draw here. This whole thing. So those doors in between, I'm thinking should all be gravel. Yeah, that's leading up or a concrete pad. So what do you guys think about that? Outdoor material storage for the fab shop. Like that idea. Yeah, I like that idea, Tony. Yeah, I want to put. You're right. I want to put yellow post in front of every door. I mean, there's no question about it. That's going to be done. Definitely. Yeah, you're right. Shop is never big enough. It's 100% accurate. You're right. That's very true. Well, okay. So now that we're talking, yeah. So outdoor storage for fab shop. So good call. So maybe I like that idea. So maybe this area we could have some sort of racking for metal, because I'm sort of figuring. I don't know if I've got a fertilizer buggy handy or not. Um, I'm guessing the answer is or not. That's the way it goes. Hang on, give me a second. I'll dig something up here. Well, okay. We've got a fertilizer bed, which is essentially the same dimensions. So those will fit through the door. Okay, so that was kind of my big thing. So if this is sort of our production end of things, if you will, because obviously we want to take up the whole shop, and I don't think you need the whole shop for making fertilizer buggies, but let's kind of consider that, and then maybe we have some racking there. So this is probably going to be, I assume a concrete pad in that case. Tire racks, that's a good idea, yeah. Yeah, so Isaac, good call on that, and I definitely have some outside fertilizer storage ideas, some bunkers or whatever, if you will. So those are probably going to be kind of down in this area, but the trick here is we obviously can't block the big doors and the big equipment from turning, so I've got to kind of figure out my spacing there. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe we do an apron around the entire shop. Now the question is, how far out do we do our concrete apron around this whole shop? So I guess that's the next battle here. The next discussion is how far does this apron go? All right, thanks Malachi for stopping by. Used oil storage outside as well. Good call. 20 foot. Yeah, I mean that's probably appropriate, right? Um, so like roughly there. If we that's kind of that would kind of be our apron, I suppose. So 30 foot. All right, we could do a 30 foot. Let's grab. Let's just grab something to visualize. Well, so this is 35. So this is a 35-foot header. But we could visualize that way. Yeah, I don't know. I'm almost wondering if 30 foot's a bit much, but well, this is 35. Maybe maybe 30's like in this neighborhood, roughly. That's not bad. We could fit a full tractor on that apron that way, which is that makes sense. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I don't have room for a full town. I don't really have a desire to do a full town. I want to keep it all farm. Um, it would be neat to do more services someday for sure, but I'm just not there yet. Um, yeah. So, hmm. I'm kind of thinking if we're coming out here with an apron, this definitely means seed storage and things of that nature are probably going to have to go on the back side of the building, which that's okay. That, like I said, that's almost just dead space over there. Um, so I kind of want something that's not going to get used too much, but is going to look good. And I think these bins will look good off in the distance over the top of the building. So I mean, maybe I think maybe that's what we're going to try to do there, rather than the side. So the next thing we got to do is we got to figure out. So we're gonna have fuel storage and we're gonna have fertilizer, liquid fertilizer storage, and so that's kind of these things. And then so these are only 8,500 gallon tanks. Would probably do bigger tanks for considering the size of this place, but we could do several of these if we really need to. These are 4,000, 4250s, I think, 4,000 maybe. Um, so then we got to kind of figure out where to go with these. So, but let's just put these over. I do like them right here, though. I do like those tall ones there. I don't know. We'll see. Here's the great thing. Whoops. Here's the great thing is we're just starting this whole thing. So we can do whatever the heck we want, and we can move them around if we need to. That's what's nice about this. Of course, this little one. So I don't know. Maybe we're talking seed storage and dry fertilizer over here. Maybe. Like I said, now that's probably all going to be gravel. No reason to, except for under the bins, of course. But no reason to have concrete over here that I can tell. This is kind of a nice long shot of the shed, guys. Boy, that thing's big. All right, I'll get you all straightened again. Like so. Oh, I see what's going on here. You guys should have told me there was a black piece in the middle of the frame the whole time there. All right, there we go. Get that fixed for you. All right, sliding that over. Potato sheds. We don't do potatoes here. We're in southern Illinois, central Illinois. Oh, I hear you, Isaac. The workbench is never clean. Never. Yeah, I think that's a good place. Let's take it here. I don't know if you guys can see those. You can kind of see those back there. Those look good because they kind of stick up over everything. I think it looks good back there. We got seed and fertilizer bins back there. It looks. I like it. I think it looks sweet. I'm kind of curious to see your year in the hobby there, Connor. I think you've built some really nice things this year. 2,000 acres of spuds. Nice. That's awesome. Happy birthday, Connor, even though it's not your birthday. Happy birthday anyway, man. All right, seed tender. I don't know. It's gonna go somewhere. Okay, so we've got that figured out. So now I'm almost back to, I don't know. I'm almost back to having liquid over here on the side. Or, you know what? Well, we talked about having some dry bunkers over here, dry storage. That could go over here on this concrete pad. I mean, I get that, that's a good place to park. I don't know, it's a good place for employee parking too. So here's that's the tough decisions to make. That's why sometimes building a farm toy display is tough. I admire you guys that have clear cut visions and know exactly what you're doing, and when you're doing it and all that stuff. All right, so okay, so I got kind of like 2 more needs for this area. So obviously liquid storage, which is roughly going to be, I don't know, that times 2. So we'll put a second row in, and then the dry storage, but then we also need a fuel place. So that's, I guess we have 3 things to figure out still. So is there going to be a road? So a couple things with that. So you're going to be able to come in from Dogtown Farms. There's going to be a little bit of a gravel lane there. But also, yes, so your main entrance is going to be kind of from where behind the camera is. So back in this way. And I actually got a little bit of a plan for that. Now, you're not going to necessarily see the road. You're just going to see the driveway, the entrance way to this big lot here. But yeah, so I mean, you're just going to see the entrance, so to speak. Just usually go with the flow. I hear you, Chris. I'd probably be better off if I just did that, huh? Need a bar. I could use a bar right now. All right. So obviously these can't go here. We're blocking the main door. So that might mean, so we kind of have this whole area where we can do stuff. I mean, it's not, so maybe this ends up here. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know where that little guy's gonna go. Like I said, we're gonna have to do bigger versions of these tanks. That's fine. It's not gonna hurt anything. We've got them to do for sure. Yeah, so we need to make sure we've got a place for kind of outside storage yet. We may have to cut. We have to cut a few things here. Interesting. I love that idea. I love that idea, Kyle. Yes, that would be awesome. My MacDon headers came from Cordero Ham. So I don't know if anybody else is doing MacDons. I think somebody else is, but that's where mine came from. Yeah, I love that idea, Kyle. The New Maker Steel Company. I think that's awesome. I think that would be super cool. I'd love to have a truck like that on here. Fuel tanks up on the concrete out front. So I think my concern, I don't know if you were building this facility, especially in Illinois, today, I don't know that you could put fuel tanks that close to it. I have a feeling they would have to be so many feet away from your building. I'm not going to swear to that, but that opens up the possibility of the liquid storage being over there, I think. And then maybe fuel here, and then we could do our dry bunker over here somewhere. That's an idea, maybe. I was gonna do a really cool kind of, I don't know. We'll see. I still may. I was gonna do a really cool kind of fuel distribution center here, but now that I've kind of got everything together, I'm slightly afraid I don't have room for that. So, which if I don't, I don't. It's the way it is. So my entrance is literally coming in right under where the camera sits right now. Okay, that would be kind of cool, I think. There. So I'm going to open that up. So something definitely has to come here, right? Let's see. Let's grab... Let's grab another semi-truck. Just kind of want something with length here. I got some of Eric's, well, I guess I could just steal one of those out of the thing, right? But I just got some of Eric's kits in for these trailers, because I'm probably going to make all these up and probably get rid of my DCP trailers, I think. If I can get all these looking good. I mean, that's always a big if, because I'm, you know, not the world's greatest truck builder by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. What I love about these kits is how dang easy they are to put together. Eric did a sweet job on these. Oh, white tires. Those gotta go. I bet I didn't specify when I ordered those. Dang. Oh well. No big deal. Just paint them. That's how that works. I did chrome tires on the other two trailers I got from him, but one of those trailers I sold to a buddy. So... okay, there it is. Obviously the Tark Bow kits. Let's go ahead and just get that off of there. Look at that, guys. Put together a grain trailer for you. Live. Alright, so there it goes. So that's worked all the heck, by the way. It's fixable. Not a problem. Okay. So there we go. Alright, so I'm just thinking, like, obviously, you know, if we do fuel or if we do fertilizer, this would be a liquid truck or tanker, obviously. But new to this hobby, been watching your channel for several months. Big fan, thank you. I have a question about miniature figures. Yeah, so they're printed, and Farm Factor 3D has those. So if you search for Farm Factor 3D on Google, you'll bring up his website. He's got several. Yeah, the Jason figure came from Grizz. I gotta get a hold of him. I haven't heard from him for a little bit too. I gotta get some of those guys from him. I talked to him and he was gonna get together something, and we just haven't had a chance. We haven't talked for a little bit. Gotta get back together with him. What am I thinking about using as a loader for dry fertilizer? Yeah, so that's been something I've been kicking around. So, you know, obviously I've got these fertilizer beds. So we can use those to auger into our dry boxes, our spreader boxes. But then also... I don't know. I may get some kind of wheel loader of sorts. I don't know what's available in 64 scale, to be honest with you, to do that. So I've got to figure that out. But that's probably what I'm gonna end up with. I'd love to get like a cat wheel loader of sorts to end up doing that with. That would be ideal, anyway. I do have a Fendt Ideal in 1/64 scale. I'm actually, if I can ever get a couple of these projects I'm working on done, I'm actually going to customize it, and I think it'll be cool. I think people will really like it when I get it done. A Cat 90, no, 950M for $20. Oh, awesome. Okay. Those are true 64 scale. They're not like a 150th or some crazy construction scale. That's awesome if they are. I'll find one of those. Maybe I'll find one tonight when I get done with all this malarkey going on. I'd appreciate that, Kyle. That'd be great. Like they look pretty good. I mean, like they're pretty decent detailed. Oh, they're amazing. That's even better. Okay, awesome. Later, Bo. I got the same thing. We're gonna eat dinner here in about 15 minutes, so got the same thing going on there. Have a good night, Bo. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, man. Can I show an overhead? You bet. Yeah. You're right, Kyle. You wouldn't have bought them if they were trash. That's for sure. So here's what it looks like so far. Now, obviously, we're just playing here. Nothing permanent. Nothing in place for sure. But this is the current thinking anyway. That's what we're gonna do. Gonna work on those dry bunkers. I've got I've got Jersey barriers printed up. I guess I could use for some of the dry bunkers. Although I probably want taller walls. I'm gonna probably model the dry bunkers off the ones at our fertilizer dealership that we use. Um, so that's kind of what I'm basing that off of. So See Cool has awesome mini wheel loaders. That is a Cat knockoff. Okay, that's cool. Okay, the metal building in real life is 60 by 160. I think. No, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. How big is that? I don't know. I'll have to measure it and do the math. It's bigger than that. It's huge. Finish your custom 440 with the cab. Nice. Nice. That's cool. Brent has a wheel loader. I think the 950M is worth $30. Cool. But don't buy it for that. No, I'll find the link that you sent it to me, and I'll tell the guy that you told me it was worth $30, and that's what I was going to give him for it, even if he only wants 20. Do I have a 1066? Actually, I don't. Sitting here, I actually traded my custom 1066 a couple months ago, so I've got to build myself a new one, which I do have. Let me see. I think I've got it right here. Oh, I've got a 966. So I got a couple IHs that will hopefully get customized before too long. Although the way my year's going, I doubt it. It's just busy. Too much stuff to do, unfortunately. Not enough time to do it. I've still got to build like the Mark Twain and Lafayette shows are happening. So that's kind of what's going on right now because I am a serious lack of custom toys inventory right now. And so so I've got to build like crazy to get caught up. Otherwise, the only thing I'm going to have at those shows are toolboxes and display parts, which is fine, don't get me wrong, but toolboxes and display parts don't pay for a toy show that's 4 hours away. 66 series build off, like the idea. Can you pull that grain trailer you just assembled into the frame? Oh, absolutely, of course. Yeah. So obviously needs painted up. I mean, it's just plain Jane right now. I still got to cut these sprues out too. So this is from Rockin' Age Farm Toys. I'll make a few of these and stick them up on the website for sale. They're pretty inexpensive for as neat as they are. And I always do a little custom stuff to mine. Now here's one I did, but I haven't got a chance to put the tarp on it just yet. But you know, so I kind of have this black hopper theme, black semi theme going on Dogtown. Although, kind of looking back, I almost wish I'd went with blue, but it's way too late in the game to switch to blue because all my Pete's are black, and well, Pete's are too expensive to go trading out colors and things like that. Making a farm display right now. Nice. When is the next live screen? I have no idea. I don't know. Let's see what we got. We got New Year's coming up this week. So that's, I don't know, 3-day work week for me, thankfully. And I don't know. We can probably conceivably do one sometime later in the week, maybe. Excuse me. Custom Lego Kilofurs. Okay, cool. Oh, nice. $8 flat rate shipping. That's not bad these days because you just never know anymore what somebody's going to get you for as far as shipping goes. Oh, yeah. So, news about the online build off. In fact, we'll post that up on Discord and sticky it. I'm also going to do a video on it, and the video will probably be up Monday or Tuesday. I've got a review video I have to do. Like I really have to do it because it's a pre-release situation. So I got some pre-production models from a company, and I got to get that video done. And so I don't know. I may drop that video Monday, and then the build-off stuff Tuesday. Basically, we're trying to cover as many categories as we can. So 1/64 scale. Farm equipment, so that could be tractor or combine or sprayer, etc., etc. We'll do an implement category. We'll also do a truck category, and then we're gonna do we'll do a 1/16 scale as well. I don't know if we'll have too many 1/16 scale entries, but I hope we do. And then we'll also do a 1/64 scale building if we have enough entries. And if not, just send your pictures anyway, and we'll show off your buildings to everybody. So the deal is you've got to take pictures in progress, we hope. That way we can prove you built it. 2 is we need pictures or video or both, and we need those by basically, around the 23rd of January. So that gives you 3 weeks to build something, roughly. Three almost 4 weeks to build something, which is plenty of time. And so the show is that first weekend of February, so like the 6th, that weekend, where St. Louis would have happened. And so basically what I'll do is I'm going to make videos of the pictures that you guys send in. We'll post those up over the weekend at various points. The guys that are judging the competition, they're going to watch those videos with the pictures and the videos that you send. We need a description of what you built and how you built it and things like that. And then we'll have the judges decide based on that. I also want to do a people's choice. I'm not 100% sure how to do that yet. But that's for sure what I want to do with that. So that's how that's going to work. The dealer thing, if you want to be a vendor at the show, it's going to be a similar situation. In that you need to send pictures or video of what you're selling, and we've got to have that a little bit earlier. We need to have that around the 17th of the month, so that way we can put all that together. So basically what it's going to get you is the $25 if you're a vendor. Now, to enter the build contest, completely free, 100% free. Just enter, have fun. Let's just see some awesome toys. the vendors, if you want to enter, $25, and what that does is that gets you a video on our website. It also, I'll be kind of just mentioning during the live segments throughout that day, some of our vendors, we'll just kind of go through, check out so-and-so, at so-and-so's farmtoys.com, things like that. And then we'll also be running that video. We'll post that up during the day. And those videos are going to stay up all year. I mean, we're not going to take those down. So that's super cheap advertising when you consider how much traffic we get here on YouTube. And of course, I'll be promoting, on Instagram, Facebook, all those places as well. So $25 is stupid cheap for what you're going to get. And I imagine, after talking with some people, I imagine next year that price will go up a little bit. It's not going to be, a huge jump, but we'll probably go up a little bit on that, because it seems like everybody seems to think that that's a little cheap, which is fine. I understand getting a year's worth of exposure is pretty cheap like that, but I mainly just want to get it going and get this first year going. We'll kind of get the kinks worked out, get the bugs worked out on it, and then we'll kind of tweak and expand from there. If you want to be a vendor, you need to find me on Instagram, Facebook, fortheloveoftractors@gmail.com, someplace like that. Let me know. We'll get you the particulars on that sort of thing through that. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of how that's going so far. And, hope you guys participate and like it. So. All right, let's see. I'm going to catch up with questions real quick, and then I've got to get the heck out of here, guys. Can I put some custom Steiger or case 4x4s on the website? I will when I get some built. The problem is I put them up there and they get bought real quick. But I do have quite a few Steigers and Case IH both kind of in the line to customize. So yes, the answer is I will. You're going to have to give me a little bit of time, but I hope after this week, I'm kind of ready to build for the website again versus building for customers, but we'll see. I'm trying my darndest. It's been tricky because I've kind of had to juggle everything. I've had to build for shows and websites and customers, and that just gets tricky. So anyway, that's that, guys. Sorry, Army Boy, no. I will sell 3D models, 3D files, but no, I cannot give those away because I have time and expense in those myself. Sorry, can't just give those things away. We did do a giveaway, Brady. We've done a couple giveaways, and we'll do some giveaways during the toy show as well, during the virtual show. Oh, the grain trailer is not my file. That's Eric Hazelhorse's file. What will you win? The loving admiration of all your people watching the contest? No, I don't know. We're gonna have some prizes to give away. Yeah, I would love to see that land all, Connor. Yes, a hug. I'll give you a hug. That's what you win, is a hug from me. All right, guys, gotta go. We got dinner to eat and we got stuff to do. But thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for kind of helping me sort some locations out here on this, and of course I'll do some updates as we move along. And this is definitely, obviously, not the last you've seen of Dogtown Ag. This is going to be where a lot of the action happens here on the model farm display. So that'll do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great day and a happy tractor hunting.